It's pretty wild, isn't it? Just thinking back not that long ago, AI writing a basic email felt like a big deal.
Right.
And now the speed is just, well, it's kind of staggering, especially how AI is learning to, see and listen and understand things all together.
Yeah, that integration is key. We're talking multimodal AI. For ages, AI was sort of stuck in boxes, text over here, images over there. But multimodal is about connecting all that. Text, images, audio processing it all at once. It's much closer to how we make sense of the world.
And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today in this deep dive. We're looking at the really cutting edge stuff in these multimodal tools.
Focusing a lot on vision, right?
Yeah, vision capabilities mainly, but also some other related advancements that are pretty interesting. We've sifted through a bunch of recent articles, reports, tried to pull out the must-know stuff for you.
Yeah, the mission today is pretty straightforward. Give you a quick, clear handle on what these new tools do, why they're important, and maybe what they could mean down the line. Think of it as your fast track on multimodal AI.
Okay, cool. So let's jump right in. XAI and Grok. They seem to be making some serious noise with their vision features.
They really are. April 2024 was big for them. They launched Grok 1.5V, and that wasn't just some small update.
Yeah.
No, it was their first multimodal model. Finally, Grok could actually process visuals, and it's built to handle, well, pretty much anything you throw at it visually. Photos, sure, but also documents, diagrams, charts, even screenshots.
Huh. And I read their goal is kind of ambitious, bridging the digital and physical worlds. What does that actually mean in practice?
It's a big goal, yeah. But look at the benchmarks. Grok 1.5V seems particularly good at real-world spatial reasoning, understanding how things fit together in physical space. They have this benchmark, real-world QA. Grok scored like 68.7%. Compare that to GPT-4V at 61.4%, or Claude 3 Opus way down at 49.8%.
Wow, that's a pretty significant jump. So it's not just saying that's a chair, it's understanding where the chair is in relation to the table, the room.
Exactly. That kind of spatial understanding is much harder. It suggests a real step up in AI being able to, reason about the physical world, big implications for things like robotics or augmented reality.
Makes sense.
And they didn't just stop with the model. Fast forward about a year, April 2025, they roll out Grok Vision.
Okay, what's that?
Basically, it takes that visual understanding and puts it right onto your smartphone camera. So you can literally point your phone at something and ask Grok about it.
Ah, okay. Like Google Lens or some of the stuff we've seen in ChatGPT?
Yeah, the basic idea is similar. It's on iOS now. Android's apparently coming. And it ties in with Grok's voice mode.
So you could just point and talk?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You see some weird plant, point camera, ask, hey, what am I looking at? And Grok tells you. It feels really, really intuitive, right? Just point and ask. Lowers the barrier.
Definitely. Okay, so understanding the everyday physical world, check. But what about more complex stuff, like reading diagrams or understanding dense documents visually?
Yeah, good question. And Grok 1.5V holds up there too. On benchmarks like AI 2D for diagrams, it actually did better than GPT-4V.
Really?
Yeah, and it's competitive on things like TextVQA, that's reading text and images, and DocVQA, which is understanding documents visually.
And isn't there a newer version now, Grok 2 Vision or something?
Right, yeah. Grok 2 Vision, version 12.12, I think it is. It pushes things further. Better visual comprehension, follows instructions more closely, and crucially, it adds multilingual support.
Ah, multilingual is big.
Huge.
Yeah.
It opens the door for much more sophisticated image-based apps, globally.
Okay, so Grok is definitely a major player here, pushing vision hard, but I'm guessing they're not alone in this multimodal race.
Oh, absolutely not. The whole space is just buzzing right now. We're seeing incredible stuff in, say, image generation too.
Okay, like daily and mid-journey type stuff, but newer.
Yeah, exactly. But evolving fast. Take GPT Image 1. Microsoft Azure unveiled it in April 2025. It's their top-tier image generator.
How do you get access?
Right now, it's API access for gated customers. But the tech itself is impressive. High-quality images, obviously. But it's also good at tackling really complex prompts. And it has these zero-shot capabilities.
Zero-shot, meaning?
It can do things it wasn't specifically trained for. Yeah. Like you could ask it for an image style it's never explicitly learned. Shows more flexibility, kind of like general intelligence.
Wow. And what could it do, like feature-wise?
Usual text-to-image, sure. But also image-to-image variations, editing images using text commands, and in-painting, filling in missing bits seamlessly.
Okay.
And a key thing, it's apparently much better at rendering text within images reliably. That's been a real headache for older models.
Oh yeah, getting text right in pictures is surprisingly tough for AI. That's a definite step up. Any other image tools catching your eye?
Well, there's Dreamina AI. It's from CapCut, the video editing folks.
Right.
And it's positioned as more of a comprehensive creative suite, not just generating an image, but tools for graphic design, creating consistent characters across images, even logo design stuff.
So kind of an all-in-one toolkit.
Sort of, yeah. You can generate from text or use reference photos for more precision. Plus, it has optimization tools built in, retouching, upscaling images, that in-painting feature again.
And the quality.
They claim up to 4K output, customizable canvas sizes, so aiming for potentially pro-level use too.
Okay, image generation is clearly moving fast. Let's switch gears a bit. What about AI helping with information-heavy tasks, like presentations or research?
Yeah, definitely seeing movement there too.
Yeah.
Genspark AI Slides launched April 2025. Their angle is what they call an agentic approach.
Agentic.
Meaning it acts like an agent for you. You give it raw data, Word docs, Excel files, PDFs, whatever, and it basically builds the whole presentation for you automatically and fast.
Whoa. That sounds like a potential game changer for anyone who hates making slides.
Right. It automates the research part, pulls in multimedia like images and video smoothly, and handles the design side too.
Yeah.
They say it works for all sorts of things, financial reports, sports, stats analysis, you name it.
Could definitely free up a lot of time. And on the research front itself, sifting through information.
OpenAI made a move there with ChatGPT Deep Research Mini.
Mini. So a smaller version.
Exactly. The key thing is it brings a version of their powerful deep research tool, which used to be premium only to the free users of ChatGPT.
Oh, interesting. So free users get a taste of the more advanced research power.
Pretty much. It uses a version of their 4 mini model, aiming for intelligence close to the full paid feature. Lets you do deeper dives on topics without paying. It's likely part of their tiered strategy, give free users more, but keep incentives for premium.
Makes sense. Good news for regular ChatGPT users, though.
Okay, let's pivot again. Audio and speech tech, what's happening there? Things starting to sound less robotic.
Oh, much less robotic. Huge strides in naturalness and expression. A standout is the Dia Speech AI model from Nari Labs. Dia, what's special about it?
It's an open weight model, quite large, 1.6 billion parameters, and it's fine-tuned specifically for dialogue. Not just text-to-speech, but making it sound like a real conversation.
Okay, how? Does it do different voices, emotions?
Yep, it handles 2 speakers using tags. You can control emotion and tone using audio prompts, kind of guide it to sound happy, sad, whatever.
Wow.
It even does nonverbal stuff, like adding laughter or coughs. Plus, voice cloning from short samples. And it's apparently efficient, runs fast on standard GPUs.
Adding laughter, that's kind of wild. Opens up possibilities for much more engaging audio, like audiobooks or podcasts, right?
Totally. And another really interesting audio-related thing is lip syncing. Tavus released their Hummingbird Zero model in April 25.
Lip syncing?
Yeah, it's a zero-shot lip sync model. That means you give it audio and just a short video clip of someone's face.
Yeah.
And it generates really accurate lip movements to match the audio. No training, no cloning need, just plug and play basically.
So you could take any voice track and make a video of someone look like they're saying it naturally.
Exactly. Think about dubbed movies, personalized video messages, user-generated content. Massive potential. Tavus sees it as part of the human layer of AI, making these interactions feel more real.
That's fascinating and maybe a little unsettling too, blurring those lines. Okay, one last area, AI assistants. They seem to be getting baked into everything.
They really are. Perplexity, their AI search engine, they launched the Perplexity Assistant for Android.
So taking Perplexity off the web and onto the phone itself.
Right. It integrates directly into Android, so you can use voice commands for lots of tasks without juggling apps.
Like what sort of tasks?
Searching and playing media, YouTube, Spotify, setting reminders, managing contacts, calls, texts. You could even use the camera to identify objects.
Object ID. Cool.
Yeah, and location stuff too, like booking rides or finding restaurants. And you can set it as your default Android assistant, triggered by gestures.
So it's trying to be that seamless, always-on helper.
That seems to be the direction. And really, that pulls together a lot of what we've discussed. This increasing integration, vision, speech, text. It's the big trend. AI tools are becoming way more versatile.
Yeah, they're understanding and interacting with the world in ways that feel, much more natural, less clunky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just understanding, right? It's creation too. Generating amazing images, building presentations, crafting really lifelike audio. And we're also seeing that specialization AI isn't just one big blob anymore. You've got tools honing in on specific things like lip syncing or presentation design or deep research.
Suggests a future where AI is just woven into everything we do, different tools for different tasks.
Seems likely. Deeply integrated into all sorts of workflows, becoming indispensable for how we work, create, learn, all of it.
Okay, so wrapping this up, here's something for you, the listener, to think about. We've talked about AI that can see properly, speak with real emotion, generate stunningly complex visuals, help you research deeply. How might all that genuinely change your day-to-day? Your work, your creative projects, what new things become possible for you when AI has these kinds of multimodal senses? It's definitely an exciting, maybe slightly crazy time to be watching all this unfold.